Yeah.
Okay, we're lucky to be joined by Gerald Keeney from Gerald Keeney and the Gerald Keeney. So thanks very much for joining us, Gerald. Now, in relation to your most recent album, it occurs to me that too many bands nowadays have an excessive interest in only music at the exclusion of any other genres. I'm just wondering what you thought about that. There seems to be an over interest in music at the exclusion of everything else, and that annoys me personally as a journalist, and I think it's starting to annoy a lot of people, a lot of listeners out there. How do you reply to something like that?
Well, I only put my influences in because, well, I do have very good taste in music. I've been told I've got good taste in music in a number of clubs, and a number of personal friends have, not industry people, people I know in everyday life, confided in me that yes, my taste in music is excellent, and I'm not ashamed of having excellent taste in music. I don't think one should have to step back from one's areas of achievement, and taste in music is one of those. So that's the reason I allow my influences to be openly available to the public.
Okay, so you've got good taste in music. That's great to hear. That wasn't quite the question I asked, but thanks anyway for that. Now, I mean, yeah. So, for example, from history, is there any influences from history at large that may have, had something to do with thematically with the most recent album? Anything from history that maybe isn't to do with music? I mean, hopefully.
Oh, you mean like older stuff?
Yeah, sure. Like from history, yeah.
Oh, like the Beatles and the Stones, for instance, that kind of stuff, and how they were. Yeah, okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah,
no, I don't think you do. Because I don't mean music history. I just mean history at large.
Yeah, because
they have to be music.
No, that's cool. But I was just thinking how they were embedded in their sort of social context and how they were part of the '60s and so on.
Yeah. Okay. Forget that. What about literature then? Let me just cross that out. Literature. Anything in the, from literature, any literary influences we can say may have impacted on the album.
I really enjoyed reading James Freud's autobiography. He was the bass player from the Models, that new wave arty punk band from Melbourne, and he's got a great slapstick autobiography. Well, two actually. Own the Voice Left Over from Drinking, Own the Voice Left Over from Rehab. I strongly recommend these books to anyone who's watching.
Okay, but anything not to do with music from literature, or does it have to be music?
Oh no, I think poetry is very interesting. I mean, it's true, it does lend itself to being put into rhyme and metre in a song as well. And in fact, I've done that with several poems. I've used Yeats' material actually.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
Good, okay, so they're not necessarily just music. That's good, that's what I was getting at. Good,
well, I mean, I'll put it in one of my songs.
I see, okay, alright, we'll cross that one out. Now, art, what about from art? Tell us about art. There must surely be some influences from the whole sphere of art through the ages. Not just music or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
no. Art school that kind of stuff.
Well, again, not music. It's not all about music. That's what I'm trying to get
at.
I'm
thinking
interview.
art school. I mean, look, art school's not all about music. It's true that I think Brian Ferry and Mick Jagger and Jimmy Page even I think went to art school, and so I've got a lot of time for art school in that respect. Some of the greats were there. And
thanks. What about documentaries? Any documentaries or
rockumentary kind of things you mean?
No, not rockumentary.
Oh, okay.
A documentary. Any documentaries that particularly influenced the band? In recent times.
Well, I've always been interested in David Attenborough's nature work, especially because Chris Watson, the guy who used to do electronics with that industrial art punk band Cabaret Voltaire.
Is he a musician?
Yeah. And he used to do the tapes with Cabaret Voltaire and stuff, and then he became like adept at recording nature. And
right. Well, oh, really? Okay. Now, what's that got to do with David Attenborough?
Well, David Attenborough wouldn't be where he is today if it wasn't for Chris Watson.
For fuck's sake. Philosophy now. How about that as an influence?
Well, yes, the Pythagorean ideas, the modes, the eight.
Sorry about this. You not know about music.